What's up, guys? I hope you're having a great day. We're going to be talking about 7 aerobic exercises for anxiety. Go ahead and smash that like button down below if you're ready to kick anxiety in the butt. And leave me a comment down there and let me know, have you tried any of these? Are you doing them on a daily basis? How are they working for you? And are there any of them that I actually left off of this video? Because I'm sure there are. There are tons of aerobic exercises, but these are 7 that I think could probably work the best for you. The last one that I'm going to give you is my personal favorite, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. So guys, exercise or studies that show it, in my experience that backs it up, that it can actually be just as effective, if not more effective, than medication. Did you hear me? Did you hear that? There are probably a lot of you that have taken antidepressants or are thinking about taking antidepressants and benzos, or are on antidepressants and benzos, that could actually be replacing that, or at least trying to start to replace that with exercise. Exercise. It's crazy, I know. But exercise was an important part of my recovery, so I want to share some of these exercises that maybe you haven't thought about doing, and maybe you can try to implement into your daily schedule, because I think it's so freaking important. It helped me with panic attacks, shortened the duration of them, the intensity of them, gave me something to do to take my mind off of it, burn extra energy, make my adrenaline rushes not so bad. And with my health anxiety, guys, it really reassured me of my health and reassured that my heart was in fact working fine and that I was going to be okay. So it was an important part of my recovery overall. We're going to jump right into this. The first one is swimming. Yes, swimming is probably one of the best overall workouts that you can get on your entire body. Whenever you're in the water, it takes a lot of work to even get around. Try running in water. It's really hard. You burn a ton of calories. It's also very fun. You can go with your family, your friends. You can go to the lake. You can go to the city water hole. You can go to a friend's house and go to the pool there. You can go to the ocean, the beach, or you can just go to your local YMCA. Swimming is fun. It's very good exercise. I know it's not the time of the year for that exactly, but if you're lucky enough, you might live in a city where there's an indoor pool. Go try that out, or a heated pool. But the spring is coming around. The summer will be here before you know it. Take to the ocean, take to the lakes, take to your city pools, and start doing this. Also, you will get a lot of sun. Don't get sunburnt, because that's not great for anxiety. Make sure you put some good sunscreen on. But sun is really great for anxiety as well, so it's a good way to get sun and exercise. The next one, guys, is probably one of the easier ones that you can do, and people talk about it all the time, but it was a huge part of my recovery, and that is running. Because all you need is yourself, obviously some clothes, and you need some good tennis shoes. Don't mess up your ankles, don't mess up your knees by getting some, really cheap shoes. If you can, invest some money in some shoes, because you probably need to be using them often. You need to be running a lot if you have anxiety. Now with me, it could be 3 o'clock in the morning whenever I was having a panic attack, and I lived in an apartment complex at the time, and I would actually get up, probably bug my, at the time, girlfriend, which she didn't like it, but I would get up, put my tennis shoes on, do some stretching, which, guys, you need to stretch before you do any exercise with anxiety, because we have a lot of muscle tension. You don't want to hurt yourself. To stretch before you do it. I know it's hard to think of that when you're having a panic attack, but do it. And then I would just go run around my apartment complex. I didn't care what people thought. It was cold out there a lot of times. I'd have to throw on a hoodie and sweat. But I would run around the apartment complex, sometimes even up to 2 to 3 hours, and I had to go to work in the morning. But it did help me calm down, believe it or not. It gave me a reason to breathe fast. It helped me control my breathing. And once again, it reassured me that I was okay. And I was like, well, if I can run after having a panic attack, then I'm not having a heart issue. And that was my main worry at the time, was heart problems, heart disease, heart attacks, etc. The next one, guys, is tennis. And this is an interesting one. I played tennis in high school. I wasn't any good because I didn't practice enough and I didn't play a lot. But I can remember it being so fun. It was probably one of the funnest sports, maybe aside from bowling, because I love to bowl and everybody likes to go bowling for the first time. But tennis was very interesting. It was fun getting the racket, go picking it out, and it was just fun to hang out with your friends and trash talk, even though you had no business trash talking. But what's cool about it, it is very tiring. It's a great cardio sport, and you have to have hand-eye coordination. And that's very key for this aerobic exercise. It helps you take your mind off of your worrisome thoughts, your inner demons, your irrational thoughts, and helps you focus on something else. So tennis is very fun. It's something cool to take up, and pretty much everywhere has a tennis court. The next one, guys, is another easy one. Brisk walking. We can throw power walking in there, walking uphill, or just walking in general. It's a good way to burn calories, believe it or not, especially if you're severely overweight. If you're just trying to lose weight, guys, you can walk anywhere from 2 to 5 to 10 miles a day. It's not that hard just to walk. Pick a flat surface if you want to. A lot of cities have just a regular track or an indoor track. Go do that. You can get on a treadmill if you got a friend that has one, your parents has one, or if your kids have one, or if you just want to go to the YMCA or an Anytime Fitness, get a membership, use a treadmill. But to make it more interesting, I used to do a lot of walking outside. I loved it going around my neighborhood. This is after me and my wife first got together and we got our first rent home. We lived in a really nice neighborhood. It was beautiful, and I loved getting the stroller, putting the kids in there. We had a double stroller, and then I would walk with at the time, he was about 6 years old, and we'd walk around the neighborhood, and it was just a good old time. I was able to socialize with them, take my mind off of things, look at some beautiful scenery. There'd often be other neighbors walking their dogs, so it was just a good time. Don't do it during the hottest part of the day. Do it early in the morning or in the evenings. It's probably the best time, so you're not overexerting yourself. And this is also a great thing to start out doing before you run or jog, especially if you're scared of exercising like I was, out of fear of having a heart attack, or just out of fear of being judged, or if you're just out of shape and you simply can't run yet. Start walking. There's no better place to start. The next one, guys, is also another interesting one, and that's biking. Now, it can be a little pricey, but you can find some good deals on bikes. If you're not trying to go for the top ones, I would just say get one in general, or you can go to your local gym and start using the bike there. But it's an amazing, amazing leg workout, an amazing cardio workout, and you can see some awesome scenery. I know a lot of cities as well, including mine, has some bike trails that you can go down to, so you can make an adventure out of it, make it a day, bring plenty of water, and be safe. Always have your phone if you're going on any trails by yourself so you can get in contact with somebody. The next one might sound a little corny, but this is especially for the ladies out there. But if there are any guys out there that are with somebody, whether it be a girlfriend or a wife, surprise them if you have anxiety or if they have anxiety, and take up in a dance class. I know a lot of local spots in town, especially in this one, they have dance classes, and a lot of them are actually workout type dance classes. I forgot what it was. I think it's called Zumba. I think at the time it was really popular pretty much worldwide, and the YMCA here offered it, and a lot of women went to that. You can also get DVDs. You can also do it in your living room, get a mat out, and you can even do it with some light weights. There's tons of them on YouTube. My wife actually done some of these. There's hip hop dances, and a lot of them for good workout and cardio burn. Dancing is a great way to do that. Also, you can socialize with other people. If you have agoraphobia or social anxiety, this is a great opportunity to get out and mingle with other people. The next one, guys, is my personal hands down favorite, and that is jump rope. Yes, jump rope is amazing. One of the reasons it was my favorite is because I was trying to lose some weight, fat loss, and there's no other better way. I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, swimming is pretty great, but jump rope was amazing for me. Jump rope basically, towards the end of my anxiety, really put me into that next level of recovery. It really ensured me that my heart was solid. It's so amazing for your heart. So if you're worried about your heart, I would say start doing something like jump rope. Also, some recommendations for this. Do it on a soft surface. See, when I first started this, I was doing it on concrete, hard pavement. I would get headaches, my knees would hurt, my ankles would hurt. Get a good pair of tennis shoes. Make sure that you wear some good socks, because socks matter as well. Now, as far as mats, there's different types of mats. Just grab one, put it down, start using that, and there's a couple different types of jump ropes that you can be aware of. There's just some light, there's some middleweight, and I would use a heavy-weighted jump rope. There's actually a UFC brand, and it helps you get extra burn. It burned in my arms a lot more than using the light one, so I could burn some extra calories. So there you go, guys. Those are my 7 aerobic exercises for anxiety. I hope you got some value out of this, and I hope it motivates you to get out of the house and go do something. But who am I kidding? You can do exercises in the house. You can do the dancing. You can do the, well, that's about it that you can do in the house. But you can do tons of exercise. It doesn't have to do this. You can do weightlifting, weight training. There's tons of different things. There's high intensity interval training, which is a great way to burn a lot of calories in a short amount of time. You can do that. But there's tons of exercise, guys. Just get out there and move. Be active. Be proactive. Tackle your anxiety. This is an important part. For other tips on anxiety, it is down there below in the description, so make sure that you check that out today. My social media is down there, so check that out as well. My Snapchat, my Twitter, my Instagram. There's a Patreon account down there. I can't even talk today. Patreon account is down there below, and that's for if you want to make a donation to the channel by supporting the channel in that way. You get tons of rewards. There's a tip jar down there as well. We got an awesome Facebook group down there. We are over 8,000 members now. We are growing so fast, so if you have any type of anxiety disorder, depression, join that group. You'll find an awesome family there, and we take care of each other, and we're moving in a great direction. Aside from that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and keep fighting anxiety, guys.